What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we got something different I'm going to be doing. So this here is my work truck, 2005 F350 6.0 Powerstroke diesel. The 6.0, as I'm sure a lot of you know, is a love-hate relationship with that engine. A lot of them give you problems. This one has given me a lot of my problems. But when they're running pretty good. And luckily this one is running decent right now, so we're going to go ahead and have some fun. I'm going to start to make it look a little bit nicer, and one of the things that's included in doing that is getting this thing straight piped. So here we have the MBRP 4-inch straight pipe exhaust. This one I chose not to go with any muffler, so it is literally 4-inch all the way through, front to back. I pretty much went as cheap as I could with this truck. This is kind of like my budget work truck, or at least I'm trying to have it that way. It's cost me a little bit of money, you know, on the front end with the engine and stuff that I've had to do. But in terms of stuff that I'm adding, I'm trying to keep it kind of budget friendly. This exhaust was only like $300. Again, this is the 4-inch straight pipe. They have muffled options as well as a 5-inch option. But this is, like I said, $300 was pretty much the cheapest option. So that's the one I decided to go with. Straight pipe exhaust on these trucks sound really, really good. It sounds like a lot of people say like a jet airplane sitting there at idle. So I'm really excited to get this thing thrown on here and see how it sounds. So when I first got this truck, I pretty much pulled the muffler off, just left it with the cat and the rest of the piping. So the first thing we'll do is cut the downpipe right about there so that it can drop down. Kind of make some weird bends up there, so we'll just drop down. And then the rest of this with the cat section will kind of just come up and out. Alright, well that's out. Alright, so all the exhaust is out, including the downpipe. So now that everything's off, we can start installing the new stuff. We'll start with the downpipe, which is easier to install than removing the old one because it's split right here. Then we'll just make our way down, you know, to the end of the truck. Mine, obviously, crew cab long bed, so this will fit on here just like it is. So we're gonna get started putting the downpipe on, and then, like I said, working our way to the back. So what I'm gonna do to start is go from the bottom, kind of feed this up, and tuck it up as close to the turbo as I can, and then I'll go on the top side and lightly put on the V-band just to hold it in place. Alright, so I'm just going to rest it there on the frame rail. Should be able to go up top, grab it, and put it on the turbo. Alright, so I have the downpipe hooked up to the turbo there. This is just loosely threaded on just a little bit just to hold it, but the downpipe still moves. So now we'll be able to go back down on the bottom and start assembling everything else. So just like every other exhaust video I did, it's kind of hard to film and install an exhaust. So we have the downpipe installed, front pipe here, have it connected to the factory hanger, and then we're working our way back. So we're just going to keep assembling this puzzle of an exhaust here. Leave everything kind of loose so we can move everything around if we need to, and then we'll start from the front, tighten everything up, and work our way back. Alright guys, this thing is loosely all hung up on the truck here. All the clamps are on the hangers. Now before we get everything tight, we just got to make sure everything is, you know, free of the frame rails, all that stuff. And you also want to make sure where the hangers are, that they are, you know, in straight and not, you know, angled, because if you tighten it up when it's angled, it's not going to be aligned the correct way. So like I said earlier, going to get this front section tight first, make sure that's not rubbing on anything, and then work our way back. And then once this is all tight, we'll fire up, see how she sounds. Alright guys, so there's the exhaust. It's all done, all tight. Give it a couple shakes, not hitting anything. If you're going to install this exhaust on your truck, make sure these band clamps are pretty tight, almost to the point of being over tight, because they keep the pipes from rotating and hitting things and getting all misaligned. So now that we're done, it's time to have some fun, start this thing up and see how it sounds. Alright guys, so what do you think? That's it. The 4-inch MBRP exhaust, the straight pipe exhaust installed on my 2005 6-liter diesel. I think it sounds really, really good. Let me know what you think. It is not as loud as I thought it would be. I thought it'd be louder being straight pipe, but it just has that, you know, perfect amount of volume, that perfect tone, and it just sounds really, really good. So as time goes on, I'm hoping to do a few more fun things to this truck, redoing the front end bumper, headlights, all that stuff. Hopefully it keeps working for me and I can do some more fun stuff, make it look nice, instead of just repairing it all the time. But definitely look out for this truck on future videos. So let me know what you think, if it's something you want to see more of, if any of you guys have 6.0s and what you think. Again, it's definitely a love-hate relationship with these things. Right now I'm loving it. I'm sure maybe next week I will hate it. But thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'd really appreciate it. Whatever you guys do, keep wrenching on your cars, and I'll see you next time.